In this series, we will solve some practice questions from the entrance test of FAST. Let's begin with the first question here. The first question states 1 plus iota over 1 minus iota raised to the power 4. We have to simplify this expression. So first we will simplify 1 plus iota over 1 minus iota. We will multiply with the conjugate of denominator, which will be 1 plus iota. So simplifying 1 plus iota whole square over 1 square minus iota square will give us minus 2 iota over 2, positive 2 iota over 2, which will give us iota. So now we have to take whole raised to the power 4. We know that iota raised to the power 4 is equal to 1. So C option is the right answer. The second question states the value of k for which 1 plus k root 2 is one root of the equation x square minus 2x plus k is equal to 0. So we have to find the value of k for the given equation. So we know that sum of roots for any equation is equal to minus b over a, and product of roots will be c over a. So for this equation, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2, c is equal to k. So putting the values, we will get sum of roots equal to 2 and product of roots will be equal to k. So let first root is 1 plus k root 2, which is given in the question, 1 plus k root 2, and the second root we will take it as r. So the second root will be r. Now we will take sum of roots, which will be 1 plus k root 2 plus r is equal to 2. So r comes out to be equal to 1 minus k root 2. Now for the product of roots, we will multiply simply the two roots which we have find out. So 1 plus k root 2 into 1 minus k root 2, we know that it is equal to k. We have find out with the formula of product of roots for any equation. So putting value equal to k, we will get k is equal to 1 square minus square root 2 square, that comes out to be equal to minus 1. So C option minus 1 is the right answer. The third question states if 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n is equal to 55, then we have to find out 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube up to n cube. So we know that the sum to find numbers up to n is, we have formula which is n into n plus 1 over 2. Similarly, to find the cube roots of any numbers up to n, we have the formula which is summation k cube n is equal to 0 up to n is equal to n into n plus 1 over 2 whole square. So this is the formula to find cube of numbers up to n. So putting n into n plus 1, we know that it is equal to 55. So simply 55 square is equal to 3025. So the cube roots of numbers up to n is equal to 3025. The option is the right answer. The fourth question states find out the solution of 15C11 up to 15C10. So we know that the formula of NCR is equal to n minus r plus 1 when it is divided by NCR minus 1. So similarly in the denominator it will be r. So similarly we will put values 15C11, we have to find 15C10. So n is here 15, n is 15, so 15 minus 11 plus 1 over 11 will give us 5 by 11. So B option is the required answer. The fifth question states how many 3-digit numbers can be formed when repetition is allowed. So to find 3-digit numbers, we know that it will take 3 places. So for the first place, it will be the numbers from 1 to 9, because we can't take 0 here, because it will make the number 2-digit number, because any number, if let it is a 029 number, so it is a 2-digit number, not a 3-digit number, because 0 is in the first place. So we will take the numbers from 1 to 9. So taking numbers for the first place 1 to 9. So for the second place there will be 10 ways to put the number 0 to 9. Similarly for the third place there will be also 10 ways to put the number 0 to 9. So 9, 10, 10 when multiplied gives us 900. So C option, 900 numbers can be formed when repetition is allowed. The sixth question states find the domain of square root 4x minus 4x square. So to find the domain, for domain of square root function, we will put 4x minus 4x square greater than or equal to 0. So now we will find the values of x, which will be x common 1 minus x greater than or equal to 0. So there will be two possibilities. The inequality will be true. It will be true only if x is greater than or equal to 0. So 1 minus x is greater than or equal to 0. So x belongs to 0 to 1. So in this case, both factors are positive. So for the second case, we will take both factors negative. X is less than or equal to 0 and 1 minus x is less than or equal to 0. So we know that it does not satisfy the inequality. This case does not satisfy the inequality. So the right option will become x belongs to 0 to 1. A option is the required answer. The next question states in a circle of diameter 20 centimeter, the length of a chord is 10 centimeter. We have to find the length of minor arc of chord. So here diameter is equal to 20 centimeter, then radius will be equal to 10 centimeter, and the chord length given to us is equal to 10 centimeter. So we will first find angle theta. So according to the relation L is equal to 2r sine theta by 2, we will use this relation to find angle theta, putting values. L is here chord length, r is equal to radius, and theta we have to find out to put in the formula of minor arc. Length of minor arc is equal to L is equal to r theta. So here theta is missing, so first we will find theta according to this relation, putting values. 10 is equal to 2 multiplied by 10 sine theta by 2. So when we will solve this, sine theta by 2 comes out to be equal to 1 by 2. So theta will be equal to 60 degree or pi by 3 in radians. So now we will put theta in this formula to find the minor arc length. L is equal to r theta. R is here 10 and theta is pi by 3. So the length of minor arc comes out to be equal to 10 pi by 3. C option is the right answer. The eighth question states if sine theta plus cos theta is equal to 0, then find the theta angle. So we know that sine theta plus cos theta will only be equal to 0 if theta is equal to minus 45 according to this condition. So when we will put minus 45 degree in the equation, minus 45 here also, we know that cos minus theta changes to cos theta. So sine minus 45 plus cos 45 degree. Solving this, we'll get minus 1 over square root 2. Here 1 over square root 2. So both of these will cancel out and we will get answer equal to 0. So minus 45 is the right option. When it is put in the equation, it gives answer equal to 0. So A option minus 45 degree is the required answer. The next question states if theta is equal to 60 degree, then 1 plus tan square theta over 2 tan theta is equal to what? So we have to simply put theta in the equation given to us. So putting value 1 plus tan square 60 degree over to tan 60. We know that tan 60 degree is equal to square root 3. So we will put square root 3 in the equation. Putting 1 plus square root 3 whole square in the denominator, it will be 2 square root 3. So when we will simplify it, 4 over 2 square root 3 will give us 2 by square root 3. B option is the required answer. The next question states, if theta is angle between the unit vectors a hat and b hat, then find cos theta. So we know that the formula of cos theta for unit vectors is a dot b vector is equal to a magnitude into b magnitude cos theta. So we have to find cos theta. So cos theta will be equal to a dot b over a magnitude b magnitude. Now we know that a over a magnitude is equal to a hat and b over b magnitude is equal to b hat. So putting values, cos theta will be equal to a hat dot b hat. D option is the required answer. The next question states, find the value of k vector into I vector dot j vector. So we know that for product of vectors we have an identity which states if vectors are multiplied into clockwise direction, then it will be positive. So k into I when multiplied according to the formula, k into I vector will give us a j vector. So it will be equal to j vector. So now j dot j, we know that it is a scalar product. Dot product is a scalar product. So j dot j will be equal to 1. So B option is the right answer. The next question states, find the inverse of I3. So we know that here I3 is representing an identity matrix. And we know that by definition, for identity matrix, inverse of identity matrix is always an identity. So for this question, the inverse of I3 will be similarly as it is I3. A option is the right answer. The next question states, find the determinant of secant x minus 1 secant x. So we know that this matrix is representing, we have to take determinant. So when we will take determinant, secant x into secant x minus 1 into minus 1. So it will become secant square x minus 1. We know that it is equal to tan square x. So B option, tan square x, is the right answer. The next question states, if f of x is equal to 3x square minus 1, then find limit x approaches to 1, f of x minus f of 1 over x minus 1. So we know that it is a formula. By definition, the formula for limits states limit x approaches to a for f of x minus f of a over x minus a is equal to f dash a. So whole of this formula will be equal to f dash of x. So now we have to take the derivative of this equation. So taking derivative of f of x will be 6x. So now simply we will put f of 1. So putting x equal to 1 in this equation, f dash of 1 will give us the value equal to 6. So B option, 6, is the right answer. The next question states, find the conditions for which derivative of sine inverse x exists. So we know that the derivative of sine inverse function is 1 over square root 1 minus x square. So we know that clearly in the denominator the value of x should be greater than minus 1 and it should be less than 1. Otherwise it will be an undetermined form. So in the denominator the value of x should be greater than minus 1 and less than 1. D option is the right answer. In the next question, we have to find the points for the equation y is equal to x dot e raised to the power x. So here the equation given to us is x dot e raised to the power x. First we will find the critical points. To find the critical points, we will take its first derivative, that will be equal to e raised to the power x plus x dot e raised to the power x. So here, simplifying, taking common, we will get 1 plus x. To find the critical point, we will put first derivative equal to 0, f dash of x equal to 0. So e raised to the power x into 1 plus x is equal to 0. When we will solve this, x comes out to be equal to minus 1. So this is the critical point we have find out. Now we will find out second derivative and put the critical point in the second derivative. So finding out second derivative, e raised to the power x into 1 plus x. So second derivative of this equation will be e raised to the power x plus e raised to the power x plus x into e raised to the power x. When we will simplify it, it will become 2 e raised to the power x into 1 plus x. This is the second derivative. So now we will put critical point into the second derivative and then find whether it is a local minimum or a local maximum point. So putting x is equal to minus 1 in this equation will give us minus 1 2 e raised to the power minus 1 minus 1 into e raised to the power minus 1. So that will be equal to 1 over e. We can clearly say that 1 over e is greater than 0. So if 1 over e is greater than 0, then the second derivative is positive at x is equal to minus 1. This indicates function has local minimum. Function has local minimum at critical point, which is x is equal to minus 1. So a option, x is equal to minus 1, is a minimum point of the equation y is equal to x dot e raised to the power x. A option is the right answer. The next question states, on substituting cos theta is equal to t in the given equation, the given equation will become, so we have to find the new equation when cos theta is equal to t. So let t is equal to cos theta, then we have to also find for sine cube theta. So we know that sine cube theta can be written as sine square theta into sine theta, which can also be written as 1 minus cos square theta into sine theta. So now dt can be written as minus sine theta d theta. Now we have to find the values for limits when limit is 0 and when limit is pi by 2. So finding values, cos 0, we know that when theta is equal to 0, cos 0 is equal to 1, and when theta is equal to pi by 2, the value is equal to 0. So the new equation will become 0 to pi by 2, 0 to, sorry, this is the previous equation. The new equation will become 1 to 0, negative of this square root t into 1 minus t square dt. So the new equation, B option, is the required answer. The next question states, which one of the following options gives the direction cosines of a vector? So we know that to find the direction cosines of a vector, we have a formula which states cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. So we will put values from the options in the formula of cosines vector. So if we look onto the C option here and put the values, so putting values of C option, 1 over square root 3 whole square plus 1 over square root 3 whole square, it will give us the value equal to 1. So it satisfies the formula for the direction cosines of a vector. So C option, 1 over square root 3 alpha, beta and gamma, is the right answer. The next question states, find the integration of ex into secant x into 1 plus tan x dx. So First, we will simplify the expression. We will multiply secant x into the 1 plus tan x. So multiplying secant x plus secant x tan x into dx. So now we know that the theorem of exponential function states if integration of e of a to the power e to the power ax into a f of x plus f derivative of that function is present, so that integration will be equal to e raised to the power ax f of x plus c. So if we look onto the equation here, the derivative of secant x is present, secant x and tan x. So we will put the theorem, we will relate the theorem here and find out the answer. The answer will become e raised to the power x into f of x, which is secant x. So putting f of x secant x plus c. So a option e raised to the power x secant x plus c is the right answer. The next question states one root of equation 2 raised to the power 2x minus 10 into 2 raised to the power x plus 16 is equal to 0 is what? So we know we have to find the root of the given equation. Simply we have to find the value of x for which this equation satisfies. So we will put the values from the options given to us in the equation. So if we put x is equal to 1 in the option in the question here, the equation will become 2 into 2 1 dot minus dot 2 raised to the power 1 plus 16 is equal to 0. So 2 raised to the power 2 minus 10 into 2 plus 16 is equal to 0. So it will become 4 minus 20 plus 16 equal to 0. 0 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 1 satisfies the given equation here. So the right option here will become x is equal to 1, A option. The next question states if alpha and beta are roots of the equation x square minus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0, then we have to find alpha square plus beta square. So for the solution of this equation, first we will find sum of roots, which will be equal to alpha plus beta minus into minus 2 over 1. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2 and c is equal to 2. We know that sum of roots is equal to minus b over a. So putting values, it will give us 2. Similarly, product of roots will be alpha into beta. So alpha product of roots will be equal to c over a. So it will be equal to 2 over 1, which will be equal to 2. So alpha square plus beta square, we know that it is equal to alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So simply we will put the values in the formula of alpha square plus beta square, that will be 2 square. Sum of roots, we know that it is equal to 2. So 2 square minus 2 into product of roots is also equal to 2. So 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. C option 0 is the right answer. The next question states the number of selection of n different things taken are at time which includes a particular thing is equal to what? So we have to include particular thing when we will be selecting n different things. So we will use combination approach to solve this question. Since we must include particular item in every selection, we are left to choose r minus 1 items from remaining n minus 1 items. So the combination in the form of combination, it will become n minus 1 c r minus 1. So this is the combination that will be for the number of selection of n different things when r is taken at a time which includes a particular thing. B option is the right answer. The next question states for modulus of x less than 1, then 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube up to infinity equation is equal to what? So we will use, according to power series, we know that by definition The particular case of expansion for these type of series, the first case is 1 plus x up to n for n is less than 0, and 1 minus x up to n for the modulus n greater than 0. So we will use this condition for the given question. So according to this condition, 1 minus x raised to the power minus 2 is equal to 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube up to infinity. So this is the particular case of expansion for modulus x less than 1. So D option is the right answer. The next question states, find the term independent of x variable in the equation 2x plus 3 by x raised to the power 8. So we know that to find the term independent of x, we have a formula which is t to the base r plus 1 is equal to nr into a raised to the power n minus r and x raised to the power r. So here a is 2x and x represents 3 by x. Here a is 2x, so we will put n is here also equal to 8. So we will put these values into the formula to find the nth term. First we will find r, that will give us which term is independent of x. So to find out r, we will put values 8r, a is 2x, so 2x, 8 minus r, 3 by x raised to the power r. So to find the value of r, we will put the terms of x equal to 0, because we have to find the term of independent of x. So here the term of x is 8 minus r, so 8 minus r. Here the term of x will be minus r because it is in the denominator. So when we will put equal to 0, the r comes out to be equal to 4. So we will put the value of r equal to 4 in this formula, which will give us whether which term is independent of x. So 4 plus 1, it will become t to the base 5, which indicates the fifth term of this expansion will be independent of the variable x. So C option, fifth term, is the right answer. The next question states, find the value of cos 2 theta when sin theta is equal to 2 by 3. So to find the value of cos 2 theta, first we will make a triangle according to the values of sin theta which are given to in the question. So we know that sin theta is equal to perpendicular over hypotenuse. So putting the values 2, 3. So now we have to find base according to the right angle formula. When we will find out base, it will be equal to square root 5. So we know that cos theta is equal to base over hypotenuse. So square root 5 by 3 will be the value of cos theta, but we have to find the value of cos 2 theta. So we know that the formula of cos 2 theta is equal to cos square theta minus sine square theta. So we will simply put the values 5 by 9 minus 4 by 9, which will be equal to 1 by 9. B option is the right answer. The line y is equal to 2x plus c is tangent to circle with the equation x square plus y square is equal to 9. Then find the value of c. So in the question it is given that the line is tangent to circle. So we will use the condition of tangency of circle, that stays c square is equal to a square into m square plus 1. So simply we will put the values in the condition of tangency and find out the value of c. So according to this equation, y is equal to mx plus c, the value of m is equal to 2, and according to this equation, x square plus y square is equal to a square. So the value of a is equal to 3. So putting the values in the condition of tangency, we will find the value of c. A square is equal to 3 square into 2 square plus 1. So solving this equation will give us square root 45, which will be equal to 3 square root 5. B option is the right answer. The next question states which of following is not a value of 2 tan inverse x. So we know that 2 tan inverse x is equal to sine inverse 2x over 1 plus x square. In terms of sine, in terms of cos, it will be cos inverse 1 minus x square over 1 plus x square, and in terms of tan, it is tan inverse 2x over 1 minus x square. So these are the formulas of 2 tan inverse x. Only C option, tan inverse 2x over 1 plus x square, is not a formula of 2 tan inverse x. So C option is the right answer. The next question states find the value of cos inverse 2 by 7 plus sine inverse x is equal to pi by 2, then find the value of x. So we know that the formula according to this states sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So we are given the value of cos inverse 2 by 7, which is also equal to x. So x will be equal to 2 by 7, because both of values will be same for the result equal to pi by 2. So 2 by 7, A option is the right answer. The next question states find the harmonic mean of 2, 3 and 4. So we know that to find the harmonic mean of any numbers, we have the formula, which is n over summation n is equal to 1 up to n, 1 over x to the base n. So here n represents the numbers in total numbers of the series. So in this series n is equal to 3. So we will put the values in the formula. N is 3 over 1 over 2, because we have to take summation of all the numbers. 1 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 gives us the value equal to 36 by 13. So the harmonic mean of 2, 3 and 4 is 36 by 13. C option is the right answer. The next question states find out the value of A for which 4x square plus 4 into a plus 1 into x plus a square is equal to 0 has equal roots. So we know that the condition which states for any equation it will have equal roots if b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So here in this equation a is equal to 4, b is equal to 4 into a plus 1 and c is equal to a square. So we will put the values in the formula of equal roots for any equation, putting values a plus 1 whole square minus 4 into 4 into a square is equal to 0. The equation will become a square plus 1 plus 2a minus a square is equal to 0. That will be equal to 2a plus 1 is equal to 0. So the value of a comes out to be equal to minus 1 by 2. A option is the right answer. If given that g of 0 is equal to 2 and g dash of 0 is equal to 1 and f of x is equal to x into g of x, then we have to find the value of f dash 0. We know that the formula for f of x is equal to x g of x. To find the derivative of this function, we have formula which states f dash of x will be equal to x into g dash of x plus g of x into the derivative of x, which is 1. So simply it is the product rule of derivative. So putting the values f dash of 0 we have to find. So in place of 0 x we will put 0, g dash of 0 plus g of 0 into 1. So we know that the value of g of 0 is equal to 2 and g dash of 0 is equal to 1. So we will put the values in this equation here. So putting values in this equation will give us the value f dash of 0 is equal to 2. So C option 2 is the right answer. The next question states which of following matrices is not invertible. So we know that for any matrix to be invertible, we have a condition which states A into A inverse should be equal to identity. So for any matrix to be invertible, this condition must be satisfied. So looking onto the options here, only C option, which is a matrix 2 3 4 6, it will not be invertible because its determinant is equal to 0. So the inverse of this matrix does not exist. We know that if determinant of any matrix is equal to 0, then its inverse does not exist. So if inverse of this matrix does not exist, then it is also not invertible. C option is the right answer. The next question states if f dash of x is equal to g of x, then find the integration of f of x into g of x dx. So we have a formula of integration of any function which states x raised to the power n d of x is equal to x n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. So we will use this condition of integration here to solve this question. So putting values according to this formula, f of x and g of x, we will put f dash of x in place of g of x because in question it is given f dash of x is equal to g of x. So putting g of x is equal to f dash of x dx. Now we will solve this integration. F of x into f dash of x dx, because the derivative of the function is present in the equation here, so the integration of this function will become f of x whole square divided by 2 plus c. So C option 1 by 2 into f of x whole square plus c is the right answer. The area between equation y is equal to 4 sin x from 0 to pi is equal to what? So to find the area between any equation, we will apply integration. So applying integration on this equation for sin x and limits are 0 to pi. So 0 to pi will be the limits. We know that the integration of sin x will be minus cos x. Now we will apply limits. When we will apply limits, the equation will become cos pi minus cos 0, that will be equal to cos pi is equal to minus 1 and cos 0 is equal to also 1. So 8 D option is the right answer. The next question states a coin is tossed 8 times, find the probability of getting ahead 5 times. So first we will use binomial coefficient formula here. Using binomial coefficient formula, the coin is tossed 8 times and the head is 5 times. So 8 5 will give us 8 factorial over 5 factorial into 8 minus 5 factorial, that will give us the value equal to 56. Now we have to find the probability. So according to probability formula, n k p raised to the power k 1 minus p raised to the power n minus k. This is the formula to find the probability when a coin is tossed n times. So here the value of n is equal to 8 because the coin is tossed 8 times, and k is equal to 5 because the probability of getting ahead is 5 times given in the question. K will be equal to 5, and p is equal to 1 by 2 because this is the probability of getting ahead when a coin is tossed single time. For single time toss of coin, the probability is 1 by 2 of getting ahead. So we will put the values in the formula of probability. Putting values in the formula of probability, 8 5 into p, which is 1 by 2 raised to the power k, which is 5, into 1 minus 1 by 2 raised to the power 8 minus 5. When we will solve this, we know that 8 5 binomial coefficient according to it is 56 into 1 by 2 raised to the power 5, 1 by 2 raised to the power 3. So when we will solve this, the value comes out to be equal to 7 by 32. So this is the probability of getting ahead when the coin is tossed 5 times. 7 by 32, D option is the right answer. The 36th question states if modulus of A vector is equal to 2 and the modulus of B vector is equal to 5 and also the vector product of A cross B vector is equal to 8, then we have to find A dot B vectors. So we know that the formula A dot B is equal to A modulus into B modulus into cos theta. So it is also equal to, in the form of vector product, A into B sine theta whole modulus. So putting the values, we are given A cross B product modulus is equal to 8. So 8 into 2 into 5 sine theta. So sine theta comes out to be equal to 4 by 5. 4 by 5. So according to a triangle, if 4 and 5, so the base will be 3, so cos theta will be equal to 3 by 5. We will simply put the values of cos theta in this formula here. So putting values, A dot B vector into A modulus into B modulus into cos theta. So cos theta here will become 3 by 5 and A is equal to 2. Similarly, B is equal to 5 into 3 by 5. That will give us 6. So A dot B vectors is equal to 6. D option is the right answer. In the next question, we have to integrate sine x over sine x plus cos x for the limits 0 to pi by 2. So we will solve this question by transforming this equation. So we know that for any function with limits 0 to pi by 2, f of x dx, it can be written as also 0 to pi by 2 f of pi by 2 minus x dx. So we will apply this theorem to this equation to solve this question. So applying this theorem, the new transformed form of this equation will become, let I is equal to 0 to pi by 2 sine x over sine x plus cos x. So then according to that theorem which I have written previously, we can write it as I is equal to 0 to pi by 2 sine pi by 2 minus x. Similarly, in the denominator, it will become sine pi by 2 minus x plus cos pi by 2 minus x. So we know that this will become equal to cos x, this will equal to sine x, and this will also be equal to cos x. So the new transformed equation will become I is equal to limits 0 to pi by 2 cos x in the numerator, this is the transformed form, and in the denominator it will become cos x plus sine x. So this is the new transformed form of this equation. So now, because these are two identical in the denominator, it is also sine x plus cos x in the denominator of the new transformed equation. There is also sine x plus cos x. So we will add these two integrals. 2I will become 0 to pi by 2 sine x over sine x plus cos x dx. Similarly, 0 to pi by 2 cos x over sine x plus cos x. So when we will add these two integrals, the equation will become 2I is equal to 0 to pi by 2 sine x plus cos x in the numerator, and in the denominator there will be also sine x plus cos x dx. So these two will cancel out and we will get 2I is equal to 0 to pi by 2 1 dx. So we know that the integration of 1 will be x. Now we have to put limits. So 2I will become equal to pi by 2. This 2 will go to the right hand side and will be pi by 4. So each integral, the transformed integral is also equal to pi by 4, and the original integral is also equal to pi by 4. So the value of integration of 0 to pi by 2 sine x over sine x plus cos x dx is pi by 4. B option is the right answer. The next question states, find the distance between parallel lines x plus y minus 13 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 2y plus 26 is equal to 0. We know that two lines will be parallel if A and B of both the lines are same. So to make A and B of these both lines same, we will take 2 common of the second equation. Taking 2 common, x plus y plus 13 is equal to 0. This equation will also become x plus y plus 13 is equal to 0. Now we know the formula of distance between parallel lines is c1 minus c2 modulus over a square plus b square. So we will put the values here. A is equal to 1, b is equal to also 1, and c1 is equal to minus 13, c2 is equal to 13. So putting values here, minus 13 modulus over 1 square plus 1 square will give us 26 over square root 2, that is equal to 13 square root 2. D option is the right answer. The 39th question states, find the integration of e raised to the power x plus e raised to the power minus x when divided by e raised to the power x minus e raised to the power minus x dx. So we know that the theorem of integration states, if f of x function has the derivative in the numerator and we will take its integration, then its integration will simply become ln f of x modulus plus c. So looking onto the equation given to us in the question, the function given to us is e raised to the power x minus e raised to the power minus x, and if we take its derivative, it will become simply e raised to the power x plus e raised to the power minus x. So since the derivative is present in the numerator, we will apply this theorem here of integration. So applying this theorem, the integration of e raised to the power x plus e raised to the power minus x will become ln e raised to the power x minus e raised to the power minus x modulus plus c. B option is the right answer. The last question in this series states, 3 dice are rolled simultaneously. The probability that the sum is greater than 4 is equal to what? So we have to find the probability when the sum is greater than 4. So first find out when dice are rolled 3 times, then we have output 6 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6. 6 cube is equal to 216. So we will apply a condition when condition of events which states, if sum is less than or equal to 4, then we will apply the formula which is 1 minus p of e. So for the events when sum is less than or equal to 4, if dice are rolled 3 times, we have events that states 1 1 1 will get, or we get 1 1 2, or we get 1 2 1, and the last probability the event occurs 2 1 1. So all of these events shows that the sum is less than or equal to 4. So these are 4 terms in total, 4 events in total. So 4 over 216. So we will put it into this formula of events, it will become 1 minus 4 over 216. That gives us the solution 53 by 54. So when dice is rolled 3 times, the probability that the sum is greater than 4 is 53 by 54. C option is the right answer.